that they almost fucking drowned me in a swimming pool when I was a kid. Wow. The tape recorder. And the fucking, oh, we got you now, you little son of a bitch. And I'm like, oh yeah, play the fucking tape recorder, you fuck. And then fucking the tape is blank. Because he caught himself on fucking tape telling me what a fucking blowjob was, and that now I should go and fucking tell the girl what the fuck the blowjob is, right? Wow. 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 Fucking wow. And then people want to know if and or, because now there's still a question in my head. And the question is he dead, or did he, it was just bullshit? Did he really hang himself? Did somebody really hang him? Or was it bullshit? And as far as the girl, his sister, goes, there was something else going through my freaking head about another girl. Because of a situation that kind of fucking popped off in between my cousin's house and freaking the parents that lived behind. In a fucking, with me and this girl fooling around. About the same age as one another. And some fucking dude jumping out of the fucking bushes going, aha! Aha, what? What? Here, you want to call? Call! What are you gonna say? Well, you see, I was watching these two kids fuck. From the bushes. Yeah, how'd that go? How would that have went? So you had to fucking weave some unbelievable bullshit story about how I'm a horrible fucking human being, right? Yo. Why I'm living in a fucking house where they kidnapped me and my little cousin Matthew when I was 4 and he was 3. Because God forbid, not only did the fucking Mr. Perez thing happen, where he put the decree that if anybody told me anything, that could be punishable by death. Or that was punishable by death. When I was fucking 6? 6-year-old little boy going up against an old man who fucking killed his wife, which then Damien Perez fucking held against me somewhat. I liked Damien. Damien was a nice kid. I really did. I freaking did. I cared a lot. I looked up to Damien. And then his gun goes missing and I get blamed. And then his gun goes missing again and I get blamed. And then I think to myself, wow, police issued Suffolk County Glock 9 comes into my possession because of the contracts, right? The MK Ultra contracts, right? Wow. Because people are trying to kill me. And I'm just wondering, still at this moment in time, whether I got the fucking gun from Joe Ballantoni. Who really took the fucking gun? Could it have been maybe James Diaz? Or maybe little James Diaz, aka Alfredo Flores? All because they were all trying to fuck over Ari? And yet, they're all getting paid by Ari! Wow. 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 Why, meanwhile, I drive little retard little James Diaz, aka Alfredo Flores, right to the fucking bank with some chick who I affiliate as fucking Lynn, whoever the fuck Lynn is. I just know that she's pretty, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, maybe. To go rob my money so that I could have fucking detectives come to me and talk to me about a bank robbery involving my money, even though they've seen I didn't go in the fucking bank. Wow, bro. To rob my own money. Wow, man. Wow, man. Or how about the fact that fucking it was Alfredo Flores, aka Little James Diaz, one of the people who brought me out to the fucking office of the fucking landlord who owned this property. Now that I realize that the office that I seen when I fucking drove past it, I was like, holy shit, that's the fucking office? I'm like, that's the fucking office where the motherfucker that I assimilate to fucking Loki hands me a little thumb knife this big, and says, "Hey, he's waiting for you in there. It's gonna be funny. He wants you to do it. He wants you to pull out this little knife and say you're there to rob him." And then the motherfucker pulls out $2 million and presses it on the fucking desk, and he goes, "Go ahead, take it. It's yours." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "This is just a joke." Motherfucker, if that motherfucker did not call the fucking feds on me. After I go home, all of a sudden, all these black trucks roll the fuck up to my house, saying that I'm under arrest because supposedly I just robbed $2 million from this guy, and fucking where's the money, and blah, 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 and fucking, and where's the gun? There was no gun. They found out the video was being doctored. That little tiny thumb knife that was no bigger than this, the little novelty thing that cleans your fucking nails. Are you kidding me? And they had him fucking, wow. And yet I'm living in a fucking house which I did not know was the same type of fucking, in other words, I did not realize that office, until I seen the office of the landlord, was even affiliated with this fucking house, which they didn't just try to kill me here once when I was 4, but then they tried to kill me again when I was 17. With a little girl's dead body, with a fucking 2.5-inch fucking Australian funnel web spider crawling out of her fucking throat hole because I thought it was fucking literally paper mache doll. I was like, "Is this real?" I said, "No way." I'm looking at a little girl's dead body with that fucking looks like fucking, it's all fucking dried out. It felt like paper mache when I poked at the fucking ribs through the dress. Wow. And what's so interesting about all these fucking stories, and some of them I'm probably leaving out, is the whole thing is that I was with Loki when I met fucking Robert Lee Ashley. And Robert Lee Ashley, all these years later, in 2019, when I go down to visit my mom for probably the last Christmas, which was the last time I would have had to spend Christmas with my mother, Robert Lee Ashley was the heroic fucking sheriff that came through the door as I got my hands up, showing him the broken fucking cell phone that my fucking cunt brother fucking just knocked out of my hand 3 fucking times before he got his ass kicked for putting bruises possibly on my fucking just possibly on my mother. Wow. 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 It was the one I affiliated Loki with, Frank Gallo. The name Frank Gallo to Loki because of the fucking motherfucker who probably, more than likely, was this fucking kid, David Lee. Now, David Lee, I thought, because I knew one David Lee. That was this, an Oriental kid. But back when I liked this other girl by the name of Lisa. But what's interesting is that I met another David Lee out in fucking Holbrook. And that David Lee, there was another fucking person who I was introduced to, who was a tall person. None of these supposed David Lees even came close to this David Lee. And when I say not even came close, I mean looks-wise. The other David Lee was fucking tall. Now, it's interesting that this person possibly was even there. David Lee was standing right next to the one who I started to affiliate as David Lee in my head. At that point, probably the 3rd David Lee that I met. And the other real David Lee was standing right fucking there. And I'm thinking that may have led to other shit, because now I'm saying to myself, with enough shit with this, Because I'm thinking, was it Frank? Were they in on it? I don't know. But I do know that fucking this whole fucking thing, after all this fucking time, and I'm thinking, wow, man, it's like even to think that fucking one of the times that I've seen David Lee, that's why I'm saying it's like I really wonder when this fucking person died at this point. Because I know it was after I came home from something. From jail. I know I just don't know which time. Might have even been before. No, it might have even been before fucking. The point being is that I know that I seen this fucking kid in the neighborhood where the only person I can get on the phone seems to be. Pretty much right across the street from where fucking she lives. Pretty much. About how I'm fucking retarded, right? And I wouldn't know what's going on. You know, if I killed just everybody that ever thought I was fucking retarded the minute they said it to me, I'd be in jail for like fucking like 8,000 years. Wow, man. You know, it's real interesting to think that somebody is that fucking, when literally, like, just to think like how I could have forgotten the first girl I fucked around with. One of my first little friends in life that grew up pretty, very, very pretty. And to think that fucking because of certain fucking scummy ass motherfuckers, to sit there and see what the fuck they did to that girl. Now, whether fucking this and that does not matter. Whether she made money or whether she didn't make money doesn't matter. It's just to see the type of fucking lowballs. Wow, man. That were jealous of a little boy's obvious diamond cock. Wow. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's on like fucking like, wow, man, that is like serious. That's serious. That's straight up serious. And I'm so sorry to those girls that fucking all like freaking. That's why it brings up freaking who I ran into. The interesting part, and this is where it's gonna get good. So I run into a rapper around the same time that I seen Paul Flores and freaking Ruben Flores in that rusted out piece of shit that they pulled up right in front of me in Ronkonkoma of Long Island and told me that they were going to kill me. Wow. Wow. It's really, 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 really freaking interesting that around that same moment in time, I bumped into the rapper. Wow, bro, should I even say it? I don't even know if I'm because now I'm gonna get into some shit. Because around about the same time that I bumped into Paul Flores and Ruben Flores bragging about how they got that truck from fucking California all the way to Long Island with nobody seeing, and that they were going to kill me soon enough. Wow. And bumping into Gerald Schur, standing right next to my fucking uncle, saying they're poisoning him. He doesn't understand that. That's around about the time that Gerald Schur watched as I said, Anthony, go stand down near the light. And I go stand down near the light. The fucking light was the street lamp was literally flickering fucking off. Wow, man. It was so much longer before that. All this shit was taking place with the poisoning and the fucking drugging, and not from normal drugs like marijuana or cocaine or dope or like meaning heroin or fucking sniffing heroin or fucking, because I wouldn't even shoot heroin. Crack, didn't smoke crack, but still meth, didn't smoke meth. Fucking, normal fucking drugs. Fucking even, wow, man. That was not the shit that they were hitting me with. No. No, they were hitting me with fucking shit that was making me lose my mind slowly and not sleep. And for how long? Wow, man. Wow, man. Point being, rapper outside 7-Eleven, which is really interesting because only just recently did another little pop star start to pop up. And I didn't even fucking pay attention to it. I really didn't. And I said, and I don't mean to call it. I don't mean to call her that. But I remember the first time I met her. Wow. You know, it's what's why I'm going into this right now is because it's interesting that from the minute we met each other, me and this girl, and it's definitely her. There's no doubt. I don't. When I meet somebody like that, I don't forget them. Wow, man. If I was to say that, first off, the reason I stayed away, and this is where it really gets interesting too, because I was told to stay away from you. Just so you know, I was told to stay away from you. And the person that was allowed to go near you was that rapper that I bumped into at that 7-Eleven around about the time that I bumped into fucking Gerald Schur again. The one who you seem to have fucking just fucking acclaimed to fame around. The names were mentioned together, so I stayed the fuck away from it because, oh, look at this. This person was dating this person. Another person that I am not allowed to talk to due to the fucking witness statement that I wrote about Paul Flores trying to set these people up, along with a whole bunch of other people, including myself, including my family, which wasn't even allowed to talk to me about the fucking shit because of fucking the fact that they made me sign a witness protection form, which then fucking masked my bank accounts, fucking made me fucking every single fucking thing's been fucking recorded or said fucking from somewhere. They're limiting who the fuck I can reach out to on the phone, but nobody ever actually fucking told me this shit over the fucking years, reminding me. So when I met Gerald Schur outside that same 7-Eleven that I bumped into Paul Flores and Ruben Flores, and then fucking another later date and time, but still the same time period, fucking bumped into the rapper who fucking your name was mentioned under. Wow, man. That's come up. Yo, man, I just want you to know that it was your family. Now, and this is where it's going to get a little twisted. Your family, the bigger ones, are the ones that told me to stay away from you. Because they heard, after you met me, they heard what you did. It's pretty hot, actually. Fucking, I'm completely fascinated. That's why I never stopped by. Because even when my little friend, not my little friend, my friend that I grew up with, who we weren't friends in the beginning, until we started playing fucking hockey together. Well, before that, actually. But still, we started playing. The point fucking being, my friend kept saying to me, he kept saying, Anthony, why don't you stop by? Why don't you stop by? My sister wants to see you. She wants to see you. And it was because I was told by my father what your father at the time fucking said. Or your father's people said. Which is really interesting because then that also fucking brings in the fucking other things of the name Brown. The cop, the corrections officer that was in that fucking jail in 2019 into 2020, the one where when I was fucking sitting there not realizing I was probably hit with fucking COVID because I didn't fucking, I couldn't even, I never fucking, dude, I mean, I went up, I stood up, and I went straight down. If it wasn't for the other fucking dude basically landing on, like, dude, I could have snapped my neck. I would have snapped my fucking neck. I would have fucking snapped my neck. And the motherfucker that was making jokes about this, I'm almost positive I seen him at your house all those fucking years ago. Wow. Because they were jealous that you liked me, right? Like I said, I heard what you did after the first time we met, which was amazing. That was a fucking, you were just freaking like all over the place, and it was like, what are you doing up there? Come down. And then you came down and you went into the fucking basement, which was like, oh, come down. It's like, yeah, all right, fucking, yeah. I heard what got your dad pissed, and your dad was right there the whole fucking time that I was there. So I was like, wow, it's like, you know something? But then, like I said, it's like, here's my friend, which was still my friend, your brother, or your adopted brother, does not matter, my friend, asking me all the time, why don't you come by the house? My little sister, wants to see you. And that's why. So if you are watching, which I freaking am guessing you are, or at least hopefully you are, now you know. Now you know why I never freaking came by. I heard that they showed you the fucking videos that I'm making right now. But it's that's the whole fucking point. It's like that rapper kid, from what I heard, he was pretty fucking jealous. Oh, but then he felt bad. But then he's jealous. And then he's felt bad. It's like, stop. Just fucking stop. None of yous were hit with the shit that I was hit with. And you all think what? You're better than me? No fucking way. Wow, man. Makes me wonder too, just like the freaking, I'm saying to myself, it's like the things I didn't bring up with my friends so far, that all of these stories I have to go back into. Oh, and the other thing. Yeah, the high school ring thing. That's what I was saying before. The high school ring thing, right? So freaking there's a girl in a basement and she's getting fucked. And it's like, oh, okay, that's great. I'm outside smoking fucking weed. I didn't even go in the fucking house. But even that was like, well, then what the fuck was your high school ring doing there? It's like, I have no idea, but you have my fucking, that's when my friend told me, she goes, Anthony, did you do something like this? And I'm like, no, I didn't. Then fucking 2 weeks later goes by. She's like, I thought you said you didn't do this. Why was your fucking high school ring there? It's like, that's it. And I went right down to the motherfucking precinct where I demanded a fucking lie detector test. And they wouldn't give me a fucking lie detector test. They wouldn't give me a fucking missing fucking jewelry report. Even though it was my high school ring with my fucking name laser scribed in the fucking ring. Wow, bro. Yo. And that all fucking fizzled the fuck out too. The day that I lost that ring was in the middle of a snowball fight I was having with my cousins. And the ring came flying off, and I'm pretty sure I heard it land in the fucking gutter. And my little bitch nephew went up there and got that fucking ring, even though I told him, don't worry about it. It's not going anywhere. Oh no, he ran up that fucking roof so fast, and I seen him reach into the gutter and pull something out, and I'm like, did you really just fucking steal my ring? Like I'm fucking retarded? It's a ring, bro. It's got my name laser scribed in it. And the whole fucking time I'm sitting there saying to myself, you know what? But it's when that ring showed up in that fucking location that I was outside of but did not go inside. And the girl, supposedly, her name was Lynn. That's why. That's why I'm fucking... Because every single fucking time that I tried to fucking document something that I knew had to be fucking documented to some degree, just like the human foot bone that was on my front porch that a fucking squirrel brought me. Wow. Wow. Fucking wow. 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 Now, back to the fucking Tupac thing. The Tupac thing. The first time I met Tupac, I was 3 years old. That was right shortly after I got hit by the car when I was about 2.5 years old. First time I met Tupac, he threatened me in a way that was not normal. Did not remember that was the first time I met Tupac till a picture of that exact fucking moment, pretty much close to it, had to be close to it because of the clothes he was wearing up against the fucking car that he was standing next to. Tupac is 11 at least years older than me. First time I met him. The first time I met Tupac's mama, who worked for either the DOJ and the FBI and possibly the fucking CIA or NSA. Because I know she worked for multiple different, which is completely supposedly illegal, due to cross-contamination of evidence. She knew about the contracts. She was the one that brought me the plaque to my house, which is really interesting because right before I leave in 2019, Eminem drops a song talking about the plaque that Afeni Shakur gave him with Tupac's songs listed on it. Now, I don't know if he got the same type of plaque that I got, in a very particular shape. All I know is that my plaque had a fucking two-way microphone in it. And about 20 other fucking kids, at least roundabout, close to it, got those same plaques with the two-way fucking microphones. Two of those plaques were rigged to burn. One of the plaques did burn the fucking room that it was in and disintegrated the fucking plaque. The second plaque was found with the fucking device that was rigged to burn the fucking kid's house down. Not everybody's plaques had two-way microphones. Mine was one of them. Some only had one-way microphones so that they could listen in on the kids, so that they could steal their intellectual property. Wow. 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 Only to what? Come across Afeni Shakur? Now, right before I get thrown into a fucking mental hospital a few years ago, because I go get blood work before I get my tooth pulled, I want to fucking get my blood checked out, which they've been fucking preventing, just like they're preventing me from checking my own credit score. Wow, man. Wow, man. I go for blood work, and the fucking guy tells me, oh, I need to fucking talk to somebody because I don't have nobody to fucking put down as an emergency contact. That's why I haven't been to the hospital for this fucking thing, okay? Because right as fucking they're about to throw me in there, I've already put a stop at that point with Sean Allen. I already put a fucking somewhat fucking stop to the fucking thing that was about to go down with Bitcoin, which was going to be really fucking horrible. And of course, it was an attack against Ari's family, because that's how much I cared about this girl that I barely fucking know in life. Wow, man. Wow, man.